Running is almost life itself, where there is so many challenges. It requires a lot of hard work to be good at it, but it also just builds your character. That hard work and the patience and showing up, you could do that in so many different ways, in so many aspects of your life. orodku waxa weeyaan jimicsiga naftaada aad ku baahan tahay oo haddii aadan ordi karin xitaa waad lugayn kartaa laakiin innagu orodku waxay badbaadan u leeyahay haddaan Soomaalin orodku waxa weeyaan bannaanka intaad u baxdid orod xor iska noqo oo cagahaaga wax ka My name is Ahmed Muhumed. I am a professional runner for Hoka. I had a really fun and amazing childhood. My parents have always tried so hard to make sure that everything was in place for us. I was a little bit of just kind of like reckless kid, just running around barefoot all day. And I've always had this excitement about life and just really try to make the most out of it. My grandmother, when I was a kid, anytime I did something nice for her or helped her with something, would say, my all doors of opportunity open for you. So this is the resting area. They got the music, the vibes, the food, to a degree, and cultural elements. And obviously it's under a tree, and tree is always a big component of the Somali culture. It's a gathering place in a lot of ways, especially like old times. We'll have some corn and sit down, and there is you see the mic and the speaker, and we got a crew that's gonna be singing. The first opportunity that I got from running, in my opinion, was an assimilation to the American society. Fitting to the American society is challenge of its own, no matter what age you are. But once we arrived in the States, was quiet shock for us. And obviously, not being able to speak English was a challenge of its own, but also not knowing the norms and cultural values of the society you go into. What running did for me, the first opportunity it gave me was for me to kind of get out of this shell of, this new immigrant kid that's just trying to, adapt to a new environment, but more so make friends. And I created a lot of friendships, and I was able to work hard and let my hard work speak for itself. And then I started getting respect of my peers. What that gave me is this new level of confidence about myself, my abilities, as well as life itself, right? A lesson where it says, you work hard, you get what you work for.
We started talking when he was in FSU. He was running for FSU and he graduated, got his master's. He wanted to continue his running career. He didn't get how he wanted it to end with the whole getting sponsorship right away. But even then, he had to work. He was working full-time, 9 to 5, and he made sure to wake up early in the morning, get his run in, and in the evening after work. And that just shows his dedication. And I just appreciate it and love it so much. I really do.
So when I came to Ethiopia 2023, even I had an idea of the next race I was gonna do. It was just a matter of me getting there. I saw, these elite athletes training year round. That was my biggest problem. I was like, oh man, I have to pay to go to California to go race this, 10K track race. But for them, it was a matter of when will my next race be? So what it gave me is this perspective of, I have this privilege that, these elite athletes who are training year round would love to have. but they cannot. But I do. And in order for me to make the most of that privilege that I have, I had to show up. Otherwise, it would be, like I said, disservice to not only my family and parents, but to them. 'Cause I remember an athlete specifically coming up to me saying, hey, I need help with my rent. And that rent was maybe like $20 a month. Every shoulder is carrying some level of problems that internally or externally only they can understand. There are days when it's not coming from a point of imposter syndrome. It's almost, I ask my question of like, why me? Like, why am I the one that's blessed? Like, why do I get the opportunity that I got? There is value to be at the level that I'm at, to be competing at the level that I'm competing at. And it comes with so much more privilege, but as well as responsibility. And so that responsibility for me is to ensure that while I have this opportunity, while I can give back, I should give back. So in 10, 15 years time, when my running career is over, I can say I did not only make it for myself, I tried to have as much impact as I could along the way. And that was a turning point for me, where this perspective is like, man, I've got it. Like, I can do it. I have to do it for the sake of not only myself, but these guys who are leaving everything they know behind to try to pursue this running thing. And I think that's where the idea of this event itself came from too.
horta maanta dareenkayga ma soo koobi karo waayo waxay ahayd maalin shantii Soomaaliyeed meedkooda hortisay wallahi horta de aniga dareen gaar ah ii tahay waayo waxaan ahay gabadh
والله aad baan faraxsanahay shucuurtayda aad baa faraxsan tahay waxaan leeyahay aad baan faraxsanahay haddaan noqday qofkii ugu horeeyay hay fiican waa ka horday kaalinta koowaad baan galay dadaalaaba xaja cabaash waa gaadhaa baa la leeyahay
I look forward to possibility, always. This idea that there's always more possible. And that's what I love so much about running, is there is so much more to be done, so many more miles to be run, and so many more lessons to be learned about life and about running to improve on these goals that I have for myself. And that's what I look forward to be able to learn more, to make more mistakes, to grow more as an athlete, to grow more as a person, to improve myself and my goals, to just check what's possible, to see what I'm truly capable of and what we could do with what we've been given.